Of all of the roof rack systems you have for a 2019 Honda Odyssey, on our site, the SeaSucker Monkey Bars are going to be the quickest and easiest ones to get a roof rack system up and onto your roof. For the Honda Odyssey, there's some roof rack systems that you have to drill into your roof. That's kind of intense. This is going to be super easy. Right now, it's completely secured down, super sturdy, but all we have to do is lift up on these tabs to get the roof rack completely undone. And then you just take a little bit of time to pump it up, and in a matter of less than a minute, we're gonna have bars that are nice and secured to our roof, which makes this the ideal system for your Honda Odyssey. I've used these bars a lot, and sometimes people are a little nervous. They don't think that these cups are gonna keep their cargo up on top. Trust me, it's not gonna go anywhere. I've used these a lot on a lot of different cars. All you need to do is just make sure that the surface is nice and flat, and also just clean it off before you put the cups down. This is just like any other roof rack system. It's round bars, so all your accessories, make sure they're compatible with the round bars. We aren't gonna have any type of T-slots or anything, but that's something I really don't use, even if I did have them. It just makes it a little bit quicker and easier to put some of those accessories up on top, like a roof mounted bike rack, like the one you see right here. Just gonna wrap it around real quick, secure it down, just like that. I'm gonna do that on both sides. As you can see, just with those two, it's already pretty secure. I'll slide this on down and secure it. Pretty quick, pretty easy, and extremely stable. So it's gonna work with a lot of different accessories. We can fit probably up to 4 bikes on top of here, because these are 48-inch long bars. So for your bike racks, for your kayak carriers, your roof boxes, and your roof baskets, all of them are gonna work. Last thing, just make sure that your accessories are going to be compatible with these bars. The diameter of the round bars are gonna be 1.25 inches. To let you know how high it's gonna sit on top of your roof, we're gonna go from our roof to the very top of our bar right here. I'd say it's about 5 3/4 inches tall, which isn't a whole lot. That's gonna give you an idea if it's going to clear your garage just with the bars on top. If you do position this bar next to your sunroof, here's a measurement to let you know if it's going to work. It's about 3.5 inches from our roof to the bottom of the bar in the center. We did try it and it works, so you don't have to worry about any clearance issues there. A lot of the other roof racks on our website have locks built in. There is a lock that you can get for this. It pretty much just goes in your little window here, and it comes with a cable to wrap it around. So you can grab that separately on our site if you did want to lock this roof rack to your roof. At the end of the day, this is just like any other roof rack system. There's a lot less components to it, which I like. Also, it's just going to be a lot easier to put up onto your roof and to take off and stow away. And the fact that we can fit it on multiple different vehicles is also something that's cool. The last thing we need to show you is how to install it, and you just need to stick around and we're gonna show you. Starting the installation process is fairly simple. First thing, there's gonna be this little piece right here. You're just gonna put a bolt through with a nylon lock nut and tighten that down with the tools included with the kit, which is nice, so you don't have to grab your own. Once that is done, we do wanna slide this on each side, but notice our little orange pieces, one's here and then one's facing outward. We want both of them to be facing outward, so it's a little bit easier to access when we're putting it on our roof. Now we wanna clean our roof to make sure that the vacuum cups are going to take to it. Any type of grit and stuff is just gonna not give us the suction that we really want. So what I'm gonna do on this vehicle is place the cups right around here, right behind our sunroof. And since it is a double cup, we're gonna have to clean a little bit bigger area compared to the back bars that only have 1 cup. So let's do this on both sides. We are gonna take these little plastic covers off, but you do wanna keep them just for storage so the cups don't get all dusty and dirty. Do that on both sides and put these in a safe place. These are very light bars, so you don't really have to have a whole lot of strength to get them up. We're gonna go ahead, just place it up on a roof, and then we can start to position our cups. I like to put them as wide as possible, but we want to avoid any little dips in our roof. The flatter the surface, the better. What I found to be the best way to do this is get the cups perfectly positioned evenly on both sides. And with these little divots right here, we do want to be about a 1/4 inch away from them, because as I start to push in this tab here, it will start to spread out a little bit. The goal here is to get the orange part to go bye-bye. So as we start to push this in, eventually that orange part is not going to show up, and that is solid. So we can do that on both sides. And you remember how I was talking about how we want to have these facing outwards so they're accessible? This is why. Just because it's a lot easier to do it. We don't have to reach over the housing or anything like that. So once that's done, we could do that on the other side. Now this is a great time to make sure that the bar is even on both sides. That's why I didn't tighten this down all the way right away. So just take a measuring tape out and try to get them as even as possible before we tighten them down. All we're gonna need is the Allen key, because the other side is cut out to where the nut's not going to turn. So you just wanna kind of push on the one side and tighten this up. It is quicker to kind of use the long end at first and then use the shorter end at the very last turn to give it another maybe half turn, 1/4 turn. We don't need to over tighten this. We just want to make sure that that bar is not going to rotate or move. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Use the long end until it's almost completely tight. And then use that short end to get it completely tight. And that's pretty much it. If you're looking for the quickest and easiest roof rack system for your 2019 Honda Odyssey, you found it. And that's pretty much it for a look at the SeaSucker Monkey Bar roof rack system.